little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. Like to see the sun rise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, know a mother's love. Hey there, my name's Mark, and I just want to take a moment to let you know about and to invite you to the South City Folk Jam. The South City Folk Jam is simply a gathering of musicians who meet once a month, of all skill levels, by the way, and we meet once a month to play a lot of fun songs together. So if you play a folk instrument, for example, acoustic guitar, or ukulele, or banjo, or mandolin, or fiddle, or bongos, or the washboard, or maybe you just like to sing, I want to invite you to come on out and join the band. Now, when you come, you'll be handed a songbook, which is filled with all different styles of folk music. We use the term folk music in a very generous way, and it can mean anything from really old-timey stuff. If you've ever seen the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That kind of old American traditional folk music. But it also includes a lot of selections from the American folk revival of the 1950s and 60s. So if you're familiar with Peter, Paul and Mary, Bob Dylan, Pete Seeger, all that stuff that happened in those era, as well as just hits from the 60s all the way through the current day, whether it's the Beatles or the Eagles or Joni Mitchell or Green Day. So when we say folk music, we're really all over the map. The main thing that all these songs have in common is that they're relatively easy to play. So as long as you know your 10 basic chords, you're going to do just fine at the folk jam. So for example, you should know a G, a C, D, E, E minor, A minor, B7, B minor, and F. And that's about it. There are a few outlier chords that show up once in a while, but really, if you know those 10 chords, you will be able to play probably 90% of the songs in our songbook. And most of the songs we have are just some combination of those 10 chords. And what I really like about the folk jam, amongst many things, but one of the things is the way that it works for all skill levels of musicians. So if you're a relative beginner, maybe you've only been playing for a couple months, but you know your 10 basic chords, then you're going to do just fine. You'll be able to get through every song. Maybe your strumming and your rhythm will still be, kind of at a beginner level, but coming to the folk jam is a great way to really improve the strumming and the rhythm. It really will grow the more and more you play with better musicians. But the folk jam also works for really seasoned players. Maybe you've been playing for decades and you got some chops. Well, come on out. We can always make room for solos, and there's plenty of opportunities for people to showcase what they can do, which is always a lot of fun. It really helps make it feel like a jam, not just a sing-along, but really a jam. That's kind of my goal. And it's been doing that more and more. It's been really exciting to watch. So our next folk jam is coming up on Saturday, February 8th, once again at the South San Francisco Parks and Rec building. The official address is 901 Civic Campus Way. But that building is that shiny new building that sits right there on the corner of El Camino and Westboro, or Chestnut Boulevard. It switches right there at El Camino. And we will be meeting on the second floor in room 236. And we start at 3 o'clock and go until 5 o'clock. Also, for all classes at the Parks and Rec, there is a $6 drop-in fee, cash only. And if you could bring that, that would be appreciated. So that's about it. I just want to say how much I've really enjoyed not only leading, but being a part of the folk jam. I find that it's just been really a sweet experience. We live in such a busy, hectic, frazzled, technology-centered culture that it's easy to feel detached and disconnected and lonely. And the Folk Jam has just been a sweet way to kind of take a break from all that, get out of our homes, get away from screens for a little bit, and come and connect with real people, especially through music. It's just been such a fun and sweet experience. And so I hope you can make it. Again, that's going to be on Saturday, February 8th at 3 o'clock. Alrighty. A little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio up. I like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, know a mother's love.